Alright guys, it's HMK and I'm going to bring you another top 10 monthly list. Now, this list we're really going to get down right into it. HMK's favorite video game series of all time, The Legend of Zelda. Now note, this is a complete opinionated work and in no way should be taken as fact. These characters are epic and their stories and legacies have transcended the legend itself. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. The top 10 HMK Legend of Zelda characters. Presented as a mysterious member of the Sheikah tribe, Sheik comes from the shadows to help Link and points him in the right direction in his quest, teaching Link the songs of teleportation to help him on his adventure. Sheik also breathes words of comforting wisdom to Link to help him cope with and understand the changed world around him. An enigma whose presence demands attention, a calm, distant, yet understanding personality that attracts even the most skeptical heart to its words. Sheik may have been revealed to be Zelda at the end of Ocarina of Time, but Sheik is a charismatic persona all his own, and that's why Sheik gets number 10 on HMK's Legend of Zelda characters. The Crown Princess of Hyrule, whose sovereignty has transcended generations. A wise and beautiful maiden that has played a pivotal part in most games in the series. Her role within each title has varied from that of a tragic damsel in distress, goddess incarnate, leader of the Seven Sages, and a ruler faced with ultimatums. The bearer of Triforce of Wisdom is an invaluable ally to Link. She has fallen to the clutches of the enemy time and time again and has shown the capacity to produce many miscalculations. Despite all of this, she has been loved and respected by all of her people throughout each of the timelines and has been the apple of Link's eye since the beginning. Zelda is truly the epitome of beauty, and because of this, Zelda gets number 9 on HMK's top 10 Legend of Zelda characters. Tied for 8th place because I felt both needed shoutouts due to their similarities in nature and roles. Kaepora Gaebora is an owl that teaches you the basics of the game and acts as your guide in Ocarina of Time. A warm and fatherly character that looks after Link after the death of the great Deku Tree, as this young budding hero steps out into the new world and watches him mature. Eventually, Kaepora Gaebora is revealed to be Raeru, the Sage of Light and Guardian of the Chamber of Sages. The King of Red Lions fills a similar role in The Wind Waker, acting as a teacher, guide, and friend. Saving Link after he is thrown into the ocean by Ganondorf, the king sets him on the right path to save Ariel, which will also serve as Link's path to hero. Eventually, the king is revealed to be King Dofnus no Hansen Hyrule. Both characters look out for Link in their hour of need and both reassure that the courage within them can overcome any obstacle, and this is why Kaepora Gaebora and King of Red Lion gets 8th place for top 10 Legend of Zelda characters. The king of all demons and instigator of the great war that ravaged the world even before the thought of Hyrule was even conceived. Demise seeks the Triforce to suppress and punish the world. His deep hatred lives eternally and manifests itself as the eternal villain Ganondorf. Though he is Demise and is evil incarnate, he is not below honor. His hate for the gods isn't enough to stop Link from having a fighting chance, and even commends him on his bravery and ability, stating that Link stands as the paragon of the humans. Even so, he is still the source of all evil and wicked to the core, and is the reason why Hyrule is under constant threat. His deep hatred manifests throughout all Legend of Zelda games, and because of this, the King of Demons, Demise, earns number 7 on HMK's top 10 Legend of Zelda characters. Introduced in Ocarina of Time as a cheerful yet creepy character of little importance to the overall game, this Merchant of Masks really shines in its sequel, Majora's Mask. This time around, he's a collecting traveler who comes into possession of the accursed Majora's Mask, setting the game's events in motion. Definitely one of the most polarizing characters in the entire Zelda series, prone to mood swings, tantrums, fits of rage, begging, and complimenting. Though he has the tendency to slide on the insane, he's a firm believer in happiness and knows that all can achieve and will not hesitate to tell you to believe in your strengths. Believe. And this is why Happy Mask Salesman gets number 6 on HMK's Top 10 Zelda Characters. A charming sailor of the seas and pirate captain despite her young age, Tetra is truly the show stealer of the Wind Waker. After being dropped on Outset Island by the Helmrock King and indirectly causing Link's sister Arrow to be taken in her place, she sporadically assists Link in his initial quest to recover her. As their paths continue to cross, they start to care for each other, and gradually it's revealed that Tetra is indeed Princess Zelda. Headstrong and confident, she commands her crew with an iron fist, though she does have a sweet spot for Link and Arrow. She isn't afraid to spit in the face of danger. While also retaining her capacity to make well decisions, Tetra shows us despite an abrasive exterior can lie the most caring and graceful of people, and that's why Tetra gets number 5 on HMK's Top 10 Legend of Zelda Characters. The King of the Gerudo, Demise Incarnate, bearer of the Triforce of Power, despot to the Legend of Zelda series, and the one who is destined to become the Demon King of all evil, Ganon. As the sole male born to the Gerudo, it is his birthright to command the Sand Dwellers. In Ocarina of Time, Ganondorf swore allegiance to the King of Hyrule, but his dark ambitions came to light almost immediately. After he seizes the Triforce, his powers are augmented to godlike proportions and is easily able to take Hyrule for himself. Though it is revealed in the Wind Waker that he has his motives to take control of Hyrule, the real reasons behind his dastardly ambitions is due to the hateful influence of the Demon King Demise. The Dark Lord has claimed many lives for his own, not taking time to eliminate those in his way and those who cross him. Ganondorf is a smooth talker, manipulative, and a strategic deceiver. Though we've seen the extent of his maniacal treachery, Ganondorf is sophisticated, cultured, and indeed exudes the air of a born Kaiser. Ganondorf captivates with tenacity and his refusal to stand down. This villain has cheated death since the beginning of the Zelda series, and his lifespan has transcended generations and will not rest until Hyrule is under his rule for eternity. And that's why Ganondorf, the badass villain, gets number 4 on HMK's Top 10 Zelda Characters. Corium is definitely one of the newer members to join the Zelda franchise, but is definitely one of the most memorable. This self-proclaimed demon lord relentlessly pursues Zelda throughout the entirety of Skyward Sword, with Link crossing his path multiple instances throughout the game. A demon of high class and standard, he thinks himself higher than humans, and in turn Link. As a person of authority, he is courteous, civil, and forgiving, in the beginning. Though eternally flamboyant and theatrical, Corium gradually reveals himself to be a sadistic, brutal weapon that longs for the blood of his enemies and to crush his opponents in battle. Loyal to Demise, he lives for his master. Though his ultimate fate is unknown, there's no denying Corium's powerful ability and equally powerful personality. And that's why the creepy, flamboyant Corium, Demon Lord Corium, gets number 3 on HMK's Top 10 Zelda Characters. The Crown Princess of the Twilight Realm, Mina is indeed a character shrouded in mystery, charisma, and pain. After freeing Link from his shackles in Hyrule Castle, she forces him to become his servant and doesn't exude a single amount of remorse. She then plans to use him to take down Zant, who usurped the throne from her and inflicted her people, as well as those of Hyrule. After traveling with Link and witnessing his struggles to recover Ilia and the children, as well as Zelda's noble sacrifice, she eventually comes around and becomes much more friendly towards the citizens of the Light World, especially Link. Definitely one of the most mature characters in the entire Zelda series in terms of personality and backstory. Though initially shown to be a self-absorbed trickster that only seeks personal gain, it becomes more apparent that her mind can be warped by revenge and rage, leaving little room for sympathy. In the second arc of the game, it shows that she also houses bitterness as well as the polarizing aspects of confidence and self-consciousness, which adds to the complex to her character. In the final parts of Twilight Princess, she shows a moment of fear which she quickly overcomes. and her resolve becomes much more apparent. Mina has extremely been well received by fans, including myself, that cry out for another appearance in a Zelda title. Her complex, mature character along with her charming and charismatic antics make her a beloved character to HMK, and that's why Mina gets the number 2 spot in HMK's top 10 Zelda characters. Now I know there's a multitude of you out there that sees this as cliched, but it's imperative to understand that Link is the epitome of the word hero. Though originally conceived as a blank slate in order to mirror each one of us on these epic adventures, Link has slowly and surely begun to show a personality of his own. Link is hero incarnate, and his courage transcends that of legend and time itself. Link has an indomitable will, and never for a second does he doubt his worth, strength, or resolve in each one of his adventures. Though heroic, Link can also be viewed as a tragic character, one who is destined with the burden of delivering salvation, never with a choice. Link has gone through horrific and traumatizing experiences to set him on the path of hero. All these experiences are dictated by the gods who have chosen him to have his spirit tempered. Nevertheless, Link stays true and is always willing to help those in dire situations, which really speaks to his character. With the spirit of the hero within each incarnation, the abilities and combat prowess embody each hero, empowering them more so with each life, battle, and adventure. In the case of Skyward Sword, Nintendo has decided to give us a more fleshed out Link in terms of actions and convictions. In this game, we can still be viewed as a reflection of ourselves. In this adventure, Link has shown anger, pride, rage, determination, conviction, desperation, and resolve. Link truly can be viewed as one of the greatest characters of all time. We are Link. We fight alongside him. We triumph with him. His adventures are also our own. Through tragedy, we stand together, showing that we all have courage to face the greatest of threats, and that we will go to the ends of the earth and time itself in order to save our loved ones. And that's why Link, the voice without a voice, the hero of time, the epitome of the legend itself, gains the number 1 spot in HMK's top 10 Zelda characters. Alright guys, that was HMK's top 10 Legend of Zelda characters of all time. Well, at this point in time. So, what do you guys think? If you have any clashing ideas or you just want to leave a comment below, don't forget to leave a comment below. The Legend of Zelda is obviously hands down HMK's most favorite video game series of all time, and it took me a while to gather my thoughts together for this video, so I hope you enjoyed it. So, don't forget to subscribe to HMK9Cap'n, HMK's Hectic channel, and don't forget to check out my other videos. So, until next time, and until the next Legend of Zelda video, I will check you guys later.